is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
Welcome to the podcast.
An A is a vowel.
I know.
A-E-I-O-U.
And then there's another one.
Yes,
Yeah, but-
and Y is also...
You guys, are you saying burglar or burgular?
said
There's no
burgular.
three syllables.
No, I know.
There's no three
I'm saying
syllables
burglar.
in burgular.
Burglars.
Burglar.
Yeah, but that's if you say it fast.
Burglar.
Well, it's.
I'm
well,
only just
Whippers,
jumping from one consonant to the next.
Your nickname in high school wasn't the oxygen burglar, was it?
No,
Whip? It was the oxygen burglar.
It was far worse than that. Are
Was
we
it?
keeping all this in?
Yeah,
Okay, great.
why?
Well,
Really
I
relevant
have.
to the
Why
Let's
is the
just
other
go
one?
with something.
about
It's a story about someone who broke into a house.
Oh, you mean a thief?
Yes.
What do we have, a thief?
Try spelling it.
A criminal. But I mean, was he? Was it a crime?
To break into someone's house?
No, it's what he did when he got in the house.
Oh, you've committed
This
a few
sounds
crimes.
like To Kill a Mockingbird or something.
Well, it
What's
is.
happened here?
You are not going to believe what this guy did. If someone's going to break into my house,
What do you want?
and I don't ever want anyone to do that, but I mean, maybe, Dermot, I think his name was. Well, no, that was Dermot Kennedy. we
Dermot
chatted
Kennedy
to.
broke into your house. Oh, sorry, this is your wish list.
No, what was the guy's name that did the breaking in? Anyway, I'm just
It's
saying.
your story.
As far as somebody breaking in, I mean, maybe he's not such a bad guy after all, but he's really creepy.
This is
Stay
confusing.
tuned, it's all on the podcast.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
This is an interesting one, Fitz. It's got me baffled. But a girl has been labelled unprofessional at her workplace. She works in a deli, mate. She's doing fruit and veg. She's on the checkout.
Good job.
Someone-
I did that for years.
And you were good
Great
at
job.
it. You were
Very
good at it. Let me know if you ever did this, because the word that's been used, which has been considered very unprofessional, someone was just getting a checkout, some blueberries, strawberries, and maybe 2 kilos of apples. That's a lot of apples. And she has said to the customer, "Okay, have a great day, mate." The person has turned around and said, "Mate, that's a very unprofessional word to use."
Look, some people get really riled up about this
Do
stuff,
they?
don't they? Yeah, they do. Well, I cop it as well for using the word love.
Oh.
There's a lot of women that don't like that. I feel it's an endearing word in the way that I say it. I feel it's endearing, but no, a lot of women do not like
What
it.
about, how do you feel when someone says it to you? And they go, "Oh, that's okay, love."
No, to me,
Yeah.
no. If an old
it's-
lady
yeah,
says
it
that
to
to
you.
me,
I like it.
I love it.
Yeah, me too.
I absolutely love it.
There you go,
and
dear.
Even mate. I think mate in Australia is, well, it's the word that you use when you don't know their name.
Do you know, this is terrible. I bumped into a girl the other day, well, on the weekend, actually.
Lisa's her name. Her name's Lisa.
Oh, okay. Okay, it wasn't Lisa, but I was down the street and I bumped into this woman. I hadn't seen her for such a long time. And she was walking towards me and I went, I can't get her name. And she went, "Hi, Mike." And I said, "How are you, Dale?"
Oh, Dale's no good.
Dale's just lazy, isn't it? And really, I've shortened it from darling.
Yeah.
So imagine if I'd gone, "How are you, darling?"
Yeah.
And give her a kiss, hello. It was
you know
just
what
so obvious I didn't know her name.
Do you know what I've been throwing out very
Oh, here we
quickly
go.
these days? Is brother.
Hey, brother.
So we had a guy, he just come and he put up a piece of art for it. It was just a quick little thing. And I called him brother. I'd known him for 5 minutes and I said, "Thank you so much for that, brother. That means a lot." It's like, the brother, you drop brother. Is brother like the L word? It's like the love word.
but-
You gotta earn the right to be a brother, don't you?
To me, brother comes with a special handshake. Like if you're doing brother, you're doing the traditional and then a flip to the side. You're doing a lock-in handshake with a brother.
The
It's
bra boy brother.
It's
yeah.
a real it's a real connection. I mean, he's just hung a painting for you. He put one screw into the wall, and you want to marry this guy? You want to love
Tom-
this guy?
And Tom, we've stopped calling you turd now as well, haven't
Yes.
we? And we will continue to do that. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry for that, brother.
No, that's
Sorry, mate.
sorry, Dale.
Sorry, come over here with a handshake. Well, hang
Absolutely
on.
fine, love.
Tommy, we had a bit of an issue, didn't we, Dale? We had an issue here. Dale quite suits you, Tommy.
Oh.
Because you are a bit of a darling.
Thank you. Of the
Do
industry.
you remember the issue we...
And we'll be rewarded this Saturday night at the Radio Awards again.
Tommy, remember there was a girl that worked here, and I said to her, "No worries, friend," and she went, "No." She said, "I'm not your friend."
Yeah, on air too. She was an announcer.
Yeah.
And
I know.
he goes, "Oh, how are you, friend?" And she goes, "I'm not your friend."
I'd obviously forgotten her name.
You hadn't spoken
And that's
to
why.
her.
Well, you haven't seen Ricky Lee for a while now.
Sorry, Dal. If there is an expression that angers you that you hate being called, get involved this morning. Mark's given us a call. What do you hate getting called, Mark?
Hey, morning, guys. Long time listener, first time caller.
Love you, Mark.
I abhor being called champ.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, do you feel like you're being spoken down to if you're called champ, Mark?
Absolutely. I had a manager about 20 years ago. He was a lazy man that nobody liked. He'd always call me champ. And then recently I hired a new team member, and just the other day he called me champ. I take him aside and say, "Look, buddy, I'm sorry. I can't abide that. You're just going to have to find another way to phrase that."
Yeah,
So,
find
that's
another
mine.
slang name for me, buddy.
I had to pull him
That's it.
aside and tell him to find another job because he's gone.
That will be the next step. If he persists.
Oh, Mark, that's great. Thanks, Tiger. Che, who works in our digital department. This girl that works in the fruit shop, she was told she was unprofessional for calling someone mate.
I was called into a boss's office once at a radio station I worked at, and he said to me, "I got to talk to you about your professionalism in the workplace." And I was like, "What have I done?" Like thinking the worst.
Yeah, you work your bum off.
Yeah, and he was like, "I just don't like you calling me mate." And I went, "Sorry?" Like, I thought I was being punked. I was looking for
He's
the
like,
camera.
"Yeah, where's the camera?"
Yeah,
This
and he
is
was
a
like,
joke.
"This is no joke. I don't like you calling me mate." And
So he reprimanded you for calling him mate.
yeah.
Anybody that does that, I would suggest, feels threatened in the workplace.
Mate,
Is that guy still at a job?
Not that I'm aware of.
There
no.
you go.
Can we go to Jason in Yowie Bay? What do you hate being called, Jace?
Mate, I hate being called Pat.
Pet?
Oh, yeah, pet.
Who
Pet is
calls
a
you
big one.
pet, Jace?
Sometimes it's an elderly people, but I've heard a young person said it not long ago, and I looked at her and I said, "Are you serious? Like, what, your pet?"
Well, what was the character from the comedy company, which was Magda
Skavanski.
Yes, Magda. She go, "I said Darl, I said pet, I said Darl, I said pet." Remember, she'd have a
Yeah.
cigarette in her hand. That's
Hanging
where
out
it
of her
comes
mouth.
from.
Yeah.
That is a good
Good
one. I
on you,
like that
Jace.
one,
Thanks,
Jace.
buddy.
Can we go to Michelle? Good morning, Michelle.
Morning, guys. How are we?
Michelle, is there something you hate being called?
I do what you guys call me, Minsky.
The minx.
I'm
So
terrible.
So how do you? So you hate being? Do you like it or do you dislike Michelle the minx?
I like the title because that's what I am,
Well, that's the thing.
Do you? How
and
do
all
you?
the rest.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel if we actually recorded an intro for you like this, Michelle?
Michelle the Minx.
Yeah,
Is that-
yeah. Why not, guys? Every time, bring it on.
Okay. Well, it's. What if we called you Darl, Michelle? Would you like Darl?
No.
What about cougar? Does that sit
Yeah.
well with you, Michelle?
Yes, I'd refer to that.
Okay, so you'd prefer it. So you want us to call you Michelle the Cougar from now on instead of
definitely,
Michelle the Minx.
definitely, big time.
We're going to have to re-record the intro.
Hates,
It's going to take us forever.
Hates Darl, but she'll go with Cougar.
We'll see you later, Minxie. We love you.
Thank you.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I've just got a quick little creepy story for you.
Personal, is it?
Well, no, it's not. This would freak me out. The idea of having somebody break into your house in the
Yep,
first place
scary.
is creepy, and it unsettles people. And quite often, they don't want to go back to their home, and they've had things stolen and broken and trashed. This has a bit of a twist. It happened in Wales. Tell me if this freaks you out more than just knowing someone's been in the house. What this guy did, Damien, he's 36. He's actually been sentenced to almost 2 years in prison. in Brisbane.
In Brisbane.
Brisbane.
He's been sentenced to
Poor
2
butt. Well,
years in Brisbane.
Well, that's life
Oh,
anywhere.
my God. Good behaviour, and he's on the Gold Coast. But I'm sorry, for serious crimes, you're in
Sorry.
Brisbane.
That was my.
He's on parole in Logan at the moment.
Oh, my God. More serious crime will end up in Tasmania.
Oh, God. I'm so sorry to all our Brisbane listeners on the podcast, of course.
I thought I was hearing things.
Okay, he's been sentenced to 2 years in prison, which is only slightly better than Brisbane, it turns out. He carried out this very unusual burglary. He broke in, but he did things like this. He mopped the floor. He left out sweets and wine for when this woman came home.
Weird.
So he's an intruder who just moved her belongings around. He also did. I mean, I don't know.
Could he break into my place?
Well, exactly. There's part of me that thinks, oh my goodness, this guy, he's thought of things before you've even thought of them. Do you know what he's done? He's refilled the bird feeders in the yard.
He's read your mind.
He must be hallucinating, because if he's a man doing that, there's something going wrong.
This is really weird.
Exactly. He even took meat out of the freezer to defrost for dinner.
That's really nice.
He didn't do that. But I'm just saying that would be quite thoughtful. He moved pot plants. Hey, how about this? Inside the house, this woman who owned the house had bought a new pair of shoes, hadn't had time to take the recycling out, the shoebox. He took it out to the recycling.
Are you sure she just didn't forget that she'd hired a cleaner?
No.
Like, she had a lapse in her thinking.
Hey, how about this? I know I don't have a lot of time, but I need to go through these things. She said that a meal had been cooked on the stove using items from the cupboard. Shopping had been taken from a bag and placed in the fridge, which was then rearranged, and the recycling bin had been emptied.
Do you know what you've just done? You've read out a story. No, you've read out a story about a lady that has dementia and forgets that she's married. That's what's happened to you.
No one you're married to takes your recycling out.
Wow. Or it's a surprise chef episode on steroids. Aristos has just rocked up, broke into a house and cooked up a local feed. Oh, what do I have in the pantry here?
And he cleans up after himself.
This guy, Damien Winolkachikis or something, his account is on Tinder.
I don't think he should be punished and doing 2 years.
Well,
in
he did
Brisbane
break in and he's
cleaning a
freaked her
house.
out. So this is this is highly
but
illegal.
he'll
But
fix the door.
if you're going to have a burglary, this is the one you
That's
want.
the guy.
He'd be a great cellmate to have.
Yeah,
At
he
least you know he's going to be cleaning up in the cell afterwards.
All the beds are made. Oh, my God. He doesn't deserve 2 years in Brisbane for that.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk about one man who's doing something.
He's winning Wednesday.
Oh, he knows how to win Wednesday. My God, this man will not stop winning. And at the moment, he's halfway through a challenge. The challenge is to break the world record for the fastest time to do 1,000 miles. Now, that's 1,600 kilometres. That's kind of Melbourne and back.
It's miles, is it? Okay, well, that's how we're measuring it.
So it was done in 10 days, 10 hours or something like that, very similar. And Nedd is right now at the 800 kilometre mark of his 1,600 Ks. This is him celebrating the moment with his team.
Just hit 800 Ks. Let's go! Go! Oh, I love this team. It's been unbelievable. You're all out to come now this afternoon. So 5 days, 11 hours. Couldn't be more proud of myself. We fight. Yeah.
Is it fair to say with 800 to go, he's on a home straight?
Oh,
Could you say that?
he's on the. It's all downhill from here or
Sort
something.
Of. Well,
but
it's a flat surface because he's going round and round and round and round.
There's still a long way to go, but there must be something nice about ticking over halfway.
Oh, my God.
The most important person in his life at the moment is his physio, coming off that track every night. And Alex joins us now. Good morning, Alex.
Hello, how are you?
Alex, this is amazing.
Good morning.
Mate, I've been
Alex.
following, I've been watching a lot of this live. Can you break down where Nedd's at regarding his body? Because the other night, I just saw him spewing on the track.
Yeah, mate, it's certainly a big undertaking, and his body is it's taking a toll on his body. But, mate, I mean, there can be no question of this man's grit, resilience, and really toughness. So, mate, there's been vomiting, there's been tears, there's been blisters. There's tendon issues, there's knee issues, but he'll stay in the fight and keep grinding. So he's in good spirits.
Do you, Alex, like when you go to stick your thumb into a muscle, like does he get a jolt, or like can you actually do anything, or is it? Can you touch him, or is it really painful for him?
Yeah, I mean, certainly it's a different style of physio, isn't it? He's 800 k's deep, and certain areas, we'll try and do the best that we can to release certain things. Really, it's trying about making comfortable, shift some load around somewhere, tape something up, adjust the shoe a little bit, things like that. That anything we can do to make that small little 1% can make a big difference.
Yeah, quick fix. Have you got Alex, have you got like a safe word? Is there a moment? Yeah, like when he's out there has to be, and I'm not jinxing anything or doubting Nedd at all, but there has to be some understanding of this is what we're going into, this is the challenge, but we have to be smart about this too, because I want a running career beyond this moment, and who makes that call, if at all,
Oh, mate, this is Nedd Brockmann. There is no safe word here. Absolutely not. If there's one thing that we can be sure of is that this man will get this done, whether he's running, walking or crawling. I think that's the biggest thing with Nedd is his ability to continue to show up. So, no, there's never any talk of that.
Okay.
He'll continue to get this thing done.
Alex, can you talk us through what his day looks like? Because I know the first day, he's running about 160 kilometres a day, and in the first day he did it in about 16 hours, and then it's continued to shift out. So there's been some 20-plus days. That's a long day with a short sleep. What is the routine of his day?
Yeah, so currently it's just changed a little bit from rather than trying to hit that, 160-kilometre mark, he's broken it down now into 2 blocks. So it's essentially a similar thing. So he's running a 12-hour block and he's trying to hit 90 kilometres. So he uses those master laps, which is 12.84 kilometres, hits them, gets to that 90-kilometre mark, and then we've got 2 hours of sleep. So come in, have a shower, get him into bed as quickly as can, and then he's up after 2 hours, and we strap him up, and he goes again. So still pretty incredible. He's running essentially 24 hours a day with sort of 4 hours break, which is just mind-blowing.
And Alex, you can go down and watch Nedd at Sydney Olympic Park Homebush Athletic Centre from 4 p.m. today to watch Nedd run. But who are some of the characters? I know that there was a few of the Penrith supporters from the NRL Grand Final, but what are some of the characters that you've had around the track, Alex?
Oh, geez. Well, I think there was a raise the night before the grand final, so there was certainly a few reptiles running around that night. But after the grand final, we had a few supporting fans. But to be honest, there's been some incredible support, like over on the fence there, and can't wait for the public to come in. But I think one of the most incredible things is that there was a 90-year-old gentleman yelling out "Go Nedd," and then there's been kids who have been coming here, and I think just his ability to inspire this nation and not just into running, but taking those messages into showing up in your life is just, second to none. So, yeah, we can't wait till everyone gets in here. And I've spoken to Nedd, and he absolutely wants everyone to get down here and show him some love and, get behind the cause that he's really trying to raise some money for.
I love this.
It's the least we can do, really.
Yeah. This record has stood since, was it the 80s? Is that right, Alex?
Yeah. It's been a long record.
Okay, when is he expected to finish? When is he expected to cross that 1,000-mile mark?
Look, everything can change, obviously, but we're hoping that it's going to be that 10-day mark. Which I think we're just running some numbers on what that's going to look like. I think it'll be that late hours of that Sunday night that he'll knock this over.
Oh my God, right. Alex, I'm so excited. You saw when he arrived at Bondi Fits, 100,000 people.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, when he was there trackside, when you tried that little run.
Yes, when I beat the record of the 6-year-old. Nedd
Where
was
were
inspired.
you that day, Alex? Wow,
an incredible feat too.
Yeah, I needed you then, Alex.
If you would like to donate, go to Nedd's Uncomfortable Challenge. You can find there and donate. Please send our love to the big fella, Alex. Let's go.
I will, mate. I will. Let's go. I'll send him all your love and energy.
Thank you.
Love it, Alex. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for your time.
That is awesome. So you can go down there from 4 p.m. today, guys, and have a look at Nedd. Get behind him. We want the crowd there.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I was literally getting a pen and paper ready to make notes because I love Theme Queen.
Kate Ritchie's
Theme Queen.
Well, I'm glad you like Theme Queen.
Yeah,
I mean,
man,
you've
I'm into
changed your
it.
tune since the first round.
Well, then I realised I win every time, so I'm kind of...
Well,
I'm into
you
it,
don't win.
'cause it's
Fitz
quite
is
an
very
easy
good
game.
at this. It's not an easy
Very
game.
easy.
Don't say that ahead of today because I think it's a bit tricky. Round 28 of Theme Queen. Welcome, team.
Okay, what have you written about yourself?
I haven't written it. Here we go. I am your host, the only person that makes you want to time travel so you can walk past me again. Okay.
Inception.
Come
Who
on,
wrote
mate.
that? The only person who makes you want to time travel so you can walk past me again, Kate Ritchie. Okay, the game's very simple. 3 rounds. Each round there are 3 songs. And, of course, each of the 3 songs are connected by a theme. Just work it out. Write it down. Don't jump in too early.
Here we go.
Round 1, song number 1.
Seal.
Oh, the seal. Have you got the version that's actually sung by seals?
You got that?
Is there really?
Oh, yeah. They recorded this at Taronga.
Kiss from...
There it is. It's a new part of the Seal show. Okay. Kiss
Fitzy
by
has
Rose.
not laughed that hard this year. Oh, that Homer Simpson gear was pretty good. Song number 2.
Who's this gypsy?
Who the hell is that?
You know who this is. She had another really big track as well, which was probably bigger than this. Tell your girlfriend. What's her name? One name.
I would suggest it has an animal. No.
Madonna?
Can I say? Is it Robin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin.
So good.
Oh, we're fine. People are playing along.
We all are, mate.
Do you know what? For a game you
Okay.
say that you like, you tend to ruin it a
No,
lot.
it's just very good at it. Okay, what song have we got? Is it Tiger?
Song number 3.
Kesha.
And
Pitbull.
let's run through the artists, guys. We've got Seal, we've got Robin and Pitbull. I wonder what it could be this morning.
Oh, my God. Are they all animals?
Yeah. Fitzy knew that as well. You just jumped in quicker. Round 2, song number 1.
Oh.
One of the greatest.
Who's this?
The White Stripes.
Seven
Okay.
Nation Army, song number 2.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah. And song number 3.
Tremble, little lion man, you'll never settle any of your score.
Who's this?
It's
I'm thinking of
Mumford and
Marcus
Sons.
Mumford and Sons.
Yeah, who's the guy? The
Mark
singer?
Mumford.
Marcus.
Yeah. Is he married to that beautiful actress?
Yes.
Yeah,
Carrie Mulligan.
Yeah.
Amazing. Have you seen her in that promising white female, I think
yes.
it's called?
From Mulligrubs.
Or young female? Young woman or something.
young woman.
something about a person or a girl. I don't know.
Bon
And who had a
Jovi.
lot of potential. Okay, we've got the White Stripes.
Bon
The-
Jovi
the-
and Mumford and Sons. Now,
White
I'm just...
Stripes, Bon Jovi and Mumford and Sons. Oh, not so easy
Mumford.
now. Whip.
Well, so the lead singer's name is in the name of the band.
Fitzy, you've done it.
Bang. Wow.
One apiece, guys. I think this makes it a tiebreaker.
'Cause it's John-
If we did that.
It's John Bon Jovi,
Bon Jovi.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Is that
and
his
Jack
name?
White is
Yeah.
in the White Stripes.
What a great round that was.
I've always struggled when you've seen bands with a person's name in it and then the...
Yeah, like Whipper and the...
You know, look, I
Why?
understand Nick Cave is unbelievable, but it's Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. Like, wouldn't you just come up with a band? And I know he had the birthday party and a few other bands, but, you know, when it's focused on
Yeah.
them and the band...
It's like Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie. Kind of got that bit over there.
You're lucky to have that name on. I think though, does it not come from the fact that the lead singer themselves maybe brought the band together? It wasn't
Well, Bon
equal,
Jovi owns the band.
Equal grounding.
Yeah.
Is that the right word? Anyway, let's move on to
Okay.
round number 3, song number 1. This is tricky.
Usher.
Hell, Usher's got a few confessions on Diddy, hasn't he?
Oh, God, don't bring that up.
Oh, really? He's got
they
something
all
to say.
will.
I actually stayed out of that. I will not click on it.
No, don't.
I'm not clicking on any of that. I don't need that in my life.
Okay.
Not that I'm ignoring it. You know, that's another discussion. Anyway.
With the game, mate. Jay-Z. Alicia Keys.
All these songs are so good. You just could not get enough of them. Song number 3.
Just gonna stand there and watch me.
Eminem.
That's alright.
Who's the female voice on that?
Rihanna?
Rihanna.
I mean, seriously. You can't work on the radio if you don't know that's Rihanna.
I'm going to, this is a stab in the dark, but were there follow-up songs to these songs?
Fitzy, you are amazing
He's
at
cheated.
this game. I thought it was going to be harder.
Because Confessions, I know that there was a follow-up. There was Confessions number 2.
Yeah,
but
there was a prequel.
What was Empire State
have
of
a
Mind's
listen.
second song?
And then Empire State of Mind. Yeah.
Just the Keys, Alicia Keys.
And
Just on the keys.
What's the third one with Eminem and Rihanna? I don't know this one.
Oh, because that was the original, wasn't it? No, Eminem was the original.
It's just Rihanna on
Yeah,
part
it is,
2.
isn't it?
Yeah,
And then
it's her
Eminem
side of the
has it, yeah.
Oh, my God, that's really... I knew that too, but
No, you
I just
didn't
didn't
know
want to
that.
say it.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Kate, win
Yeah.
Wednesday, win the week.
I feel like I'm winning it.
Are you?
Well, I think I am. I mean, a short week.
No, when you
Wednesday has crept up on me, and how hard is it to get the kids into bed overnight when it swaps over like this?
Can I throw this out there?
Go on,
okay,
mate.
you are definitely winning Wednesday in a denim jumpsuit. I love it.
It's a onesie.
I love it. Denim jumpsuit.
Boiler suit.
Tommy,
I've got an oil
wrong
leak
with
under
it?
the car. If you could just roll yourself under.
I like it.
Tommy,
Yeah.
could we get Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie denim jumpsuits as merchandise?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, like without here.
Oh,
Yeah.
boiler suits.
And then something on the back. I don't know. What would we put on the back?
Yeah, with like a slogan from the show. Just like Win
What would-
Wednesday.
No, we wouldn't be doing that.
do
No,
that,
that
yeah.
doesn't really connect to the show.
Win Wednesday, win the week. Or just riddle time.
Just a service, thanks, mate, if that's all right.
Oh. Okay. Just quickly get involved before the news.
First bring your car in.
And then bring your car in. I think it goes. Quickly, yes or no. I haven't got long. Tom said I don't. And and we've spent it talking about my boiler suit. Have we even got time for this?
No, we've run out of time.
We can
I'm so
make it.
sorry.
We can make it.
I think we need to fit it in because the weather is getting warmer. The beaches are going to be getting more packed. We're heading into Christmas shopping, right? This woman, I don't know if you saw the video floating around on the weekend of a woman at Burleigh. Now, I happened to be up there over the weekend. It was packed. Tullabudgera and all those areas. Like, it was...
Tell everyone, mate.
Heaving with people. I don't think you can do this, but if you've got the
I do this.
courage to do it, of course you do. This woman, obviously there'd been a park. She'd been wandering around the car park, waited for a spot to come up, and then just stood there in her oversized sun hat and waved on cars as they tried to park there so she could save the spot for her, I guess, family or partner.
Yuck.
And people are furious.
Do you know, I think the general rule should be, because...
Here we go. This is coming from a guy who does this.
I think this is fair to do, because I did it the other day in Wallara, because I jumped out of the car and said, you drop me off here when a park comes available, I'll stand in it. You cut laps until we've got one.
Where were you going, Vix?
Just to the shops, yeah. Anyway, so I stood in there, and if another car pulls up to pull in, I just kept waving them past. Now, if that person then argues and says you can't do that, I would have let them park there, because you can't do that.
Yeah.
But if someone respects your wish, because when I see people do it, I think, maybe they've got a pram, or maybe they have somebody disabled, maybe they need that park for some reason.
Oh, so
Don't
you're
do it.
open to discussion around it.
Yes.
It's
So I
parking
think
for goodness
maybe
sake.
they think I've got a pram. Well, I do have a pram.
Don't do it out the front of the Wallara Hotel if you're directing traffic out the front, because you'll have undercover cops come over and pull you over.
Well, the weird thing was there was 20 sniffer dogs just on the street. I think.
Oh, look at this. This guy must be a real dealer. He's selling cars to come in and out all the time.
Just a drop-off zone, guys.
Anyway,
Out the front here.
be brave. Take your life into your own hands if you're going to try that one.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Can I tell you about a celebrity that has been drifting around my place? When I say that, I know that he lives in the neighbourhood, and quite often I'll be sitting on the couch and I'll see a text message will come through and it'll go, "Can you turn the music down at your place?" Very good.
Funny.
Because I don't know where he lives. Then he'll walk past my house, he'll stand out the front, he'll get a selfie, and then just send it to me, and I go, "Oh, he's at my place, but I don't know where you live."
Do you ever run out the front, though, or does he take the photographs and then send them half an hour later?
Yeah, he's a professional stalker.
I thought Russell's been. I thought Russell.
It's not Russell Crowe.
Oh, isn't it? Right.
Well, there'd be quite a few of those types around
It's celebrity chef.
your neighbourhood. Oh.
Celebrity chef and well-known restaurateur, Luke Mangan.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Neil Perry.
No,
I
not
I thought you were going to say Matt Moran.
No, not Matt Moran.
He doesn't live there.
Luke Mangan. Now, and when I see Luke, and we saw him the other night, Tommy, at an event, I said, "Mate, you're just going to have to be honest with me.
Yeah.
Where do you live? Like, are you over the back fence? Are you just up the street a little bit?"
Why do you want to know?
Just because it seems so weird that if he doesn't live really close to me, it's strange that he's drifting past my house a lot.
Well, some people walk more than 200 metres or 10 metres to the car.
Next
in
thing
the
you know,
driveway.
there'll be next thing you know, there'll be one in the backyard.
Do you know why you don't like it? Why he doesn't like it, Fitz? Is because he likes to be across everything. He likes to know who's what, where they live, what their job is, what their dad did, who they're dating, who they're divorced with.
Am I interested in people?
What school the kids go to.
Yeah, divorced. Where's that going? Who got what in the wheel?
I'm so sorry for being interested.
No. It's sometimes a
You think it's a currency for me, do you?
Well, it could be. I mean, I don't want to say gossip, but it could be a gathering of information. You quite like to be across everything.
Oh, nice to be a gatherer. I'll carry my basket.
He's a forager, guys.
I'll carry my basket of information everywhere I go.
The forager.
Do you know you're a networker as well?
Yeah.
You like to go up the chain. So you're in the Rose Bay. So in the Rose Bay area, you're trying to get up the top. Mangan's up there, mate. He's right up there, and you're nowhere near there at the
Let's
moment.
just Google where Luke Mangan lives.
You can't do that.
Yeah, you can,
That ruins the
because
game.
but someone would have printed it, which is shouldn't be allowed, but someone would have at some point.
So I'm in the car the other day.
Don't Google it. I'm sorry, I encourage that.
Don't go and get a photo out the front of Luke Mangan's house. Do. Send it in here. So anyway, I'm driving down the street, it's just Jack and I in the car, and I see Luke Mangan going the other way in a white car. And Jack was in a hurry because we were just getting an icy pole, and I said, "Jack, sorry mate, icy pole's on hold.
On ice.
We're Mangan hunting." So
You did a UE over double lines?
Nope, because you'd lose a point.
Was that on New South Head Road?
Nope.
No.
So
yes, it was.
I go,
Mangan
right,
March.
we're Mangan hunting. Jack, strap yourself in. There's going to be some sharp turns. So by the time I'd turned around, he'd gone left up another street. So there we are, gassing it, trying to get up behind the white car.
Did he know you were following?
No, he had no idea. So I went, "That's definitely the car, isn't Jack?" And he went, "Yeah, that's the one, mate." We saw him. He turned. He's in a white Mazda. So there he goes, up and around the streets, through Rose Bay, through Bellevue Hill. I'm tailing him I'm like hot on the tail. And I'm thinking, finally, I've got my Mangan meat. I've tracked him down. And I said, "Jack, we're going to keep a little bit of distance here because we're going to follow him to his house right now."
Do you know
and
what
then
you're teaching the child at this point?
We're going to pull up behind him. We're going to lock him into his own driveway. I'm going to go, "Got you, Mangan. Now I know where you live."
Oh, got him a beauty.
Got him a beauty.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, he won't come back from this.
No chance.
No chance. Who dobbed
me in?
Who becomes the creep in this moment?
Jack and I. We're both creeping on Mangan in the Mangan hunt. So there we are, left turn, right turn, up behind the lights, and I'm going, "Jack, drop your head slightly. We don't want to get caught before the big reveal."
Does Luke know Jack?
No, I'm just saying, Jack, just look down. Just keep your heads down at this stage.
Heads?
Yep. So there we are. We're hiding at the lights.
Just two heads.
Yep. Well,
Two-head Jack.
Well, there's two people in the car.
Oh.
It's Ted born in Tasmania.
There we go. So anyway,
Classic.
It's now been 10 minutes and I'm still tailing this car, like hot on it.
You're making it sound kind of sexy James Bond.
Yeah,
It's
I was.
not.
I raced home quickly and put a black tie on and made a
Kate
martini.
Ritchie territory at the
Yeah,
moment. Just
here
get
we
to
go.
the point, mate.
So this car then pulls over in a bus lane. And I think it was because he could tell that I'd been following him and he didn't like me following. So he'd pulled over. So I wind down the window, pull up alongside, and yell out, "Mangan, you moron! Got ya!" It's not Luke Mangan. We're following the wrong car. Jack's just
It
put
was
his
Neil
seat-
Perry, was it?
It's Gordon Ramsay. Jack's put his seat back. He's gone, oh, God.
Oh, because you've
This
leant across
guy's
that,
now
Jack.
yelling, "Why are you following me?" And I just put the window up and drove on. I said, "Jack, that was a bad day mangan hunting."
Yeah, don't tell me.
Normally we get our prize.
This
Normally
is
we
front page
get-
of the. What's the local Gazette or
Wentworth
what's the local
Courier.
The Wentworth Courier. This
Yeah.
is a huge story.
Yeah, just mangan with a target on his head.
Well, that means that
I'll get you, Mangan.
we need to throw it out to the audience. I mean, we haven't caught him yet.
No,
have we?
no, you don't. You're going to ruin the hunt.
The challenge is still
I
on.
will find him.
Yeah.
And for
I
that,
reckon you just go to his restaurant.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
what have you got on, Dua Lipa?
I love Dua Lipa.
Why is everyone angry?
No, well, they've turned their noses up. She's put a video up. I think it's on our Instagram now, so check it out. And it's her in a restaurant, putting together a very curious combination of Diet Coke, which I am a fan. I'm not sure
Yeah,
if
I
I'm
love
allowed
Diet
to say
Coke.
this. Diet Coke, but like real Diet Coke. And I'm so sorry, people in like who
Sugar-free.
sell soft drink. When you go somewhere, and sometimes I like to be a bit naughty, and I like to have a Diet Coke. And when you order a Diet Coke, they say, "Oh, sure," and then they bring out a Coke Zero. That is not
Diet Coke.
It's not Diet
Two different
Coke.
products.
Don't.
Oh, come on.
No, it's
no,
not.
a Diet
They
Coke-
taste so different.
Yeah, they do. And
Yeah,
a Diet
they do.
Coke in a glass of ice.
Oh, with a
is
bit
one
of
the-
lemon.
one of the most beautiful
Well,
drinks.
a Coke Zero is exactly the same taste as a normal Coke. So
No, it's
why
not.
would
No,
you
it's
get the normal?
not.
And it's
Yes,
designed
it
for
is.
men. That's why it's in a black can.
Is it?
Yeah. Because they
No,
knew a
it's-
whole lot of girls were drinking Diet Coke, and then they went, okay, what's for the gents? And it was targeted, the black can was targeted at the male.
I didn't realise that. Oh, look, I love Diet Coke, but you can't get it in enough places now. Turns out Dua Lipa likes a Diet Coke as well. But guess what she likes her Diet Coke with?
What?
She likes it with pickle juice and jalapeno sauce.
Don't get stuffed, Julie.
No, it says here Dua Lipa fans weren't exactly levitating with excitement
That's good.
over her newest culinary creation. So she's in the restaurant and she's putting it together, and as she's doing it, she's saying, I mean, it could be gross, could be fabulous, and she's saying that people are looking at her thinking, what the hell? Well, I think they're just looking at it because it's Dua Lipa,
Yeah.
but she thinks they're looking at it thinking, what on earth are you
not-
drinking that for?
Because not long ago, I recorded a video here in the kitchen at Nova, and I did her favourite dessert, which is the ice cream with a drizzle of olive oil and then salt.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
really
a bit
good.
like a salted caramel. I mean, the only way to test whether the Diet Coke with the pickles and the jalapeno juice is to do it ourselves. So we're going to have a go.
I'm not a
Right.
pickle kind of guy.
I love a pickle.
Actually,
I
I've
told
just
you I'm a
been-
fan of gherkins.
I've just been informed that Snitchy, Jess, you might find it in the system as well,
What's
but
he
he did
got?
do a sting for this.
I think
it sounds...
How much?
I'm hallucinating.
Okay, Snitch, you've been pretty busy.
That's not bad.
Not long after his toe
Hey,
stubbing, he's
just the juice, Kate Ritchie. Why do you put the pickles in it? Hey? No,
Do you
just on your microphone,
Kate,
mate.
Kate, can I ask you, do you
I'm
actually
so
like...
excited over the... I love them.
Do you love pickles and jalapenos?
I love all of this.
Yeah, right.
Diet Coke.
Okay.
my
Okay,
God,
this is
listen
going
to
to be
that.
Oh, here we go. Sliced jalapenos. Okay.
You've got to put a bit of that juice in.
Okay.
Oh, this is
Let
going to be...
the foam go down. I know we're
Okay,
waiting.
so I had a mate that worked at McDonald's for years, and he said the worst thing to get to spill on yourself was the pickle juice out of the pickle bucket, because he said you just couldn't get the smell off your clothes.
Yeah, right.
It is.
Yeah.
It is rancid.
So, should the jalapeno juice be, like, spicy, yeah?
Well,
yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah, maybe a bit more
Guess
Diet
so.
Coke. Hey, Captain. Maybe a bit more
look,
Diet Coke.
Hey, who's this? Is this the Australian version of Dua Lipa over here?
Yeah,
Oh, my
it is.
God.
I mean, look out, world.
Sorry, Whipper, if your glass is a bit warm this morning.
Why?
It's just got a strong kind of punch
Come out of
to
the
it.
dishwasher.
It's pretty heavy on the bugle.
Come out of
If that was John Whitfley, he'd send that back.
Oh, you know what's great? You get that kind of
What
like
is it?
burning on your nose
Yeah, your
from
nostrils are
the
open.
chili, the jalapeno.
God, if you need to
pepper.
clear your nose, Dua Lipa, if you've got the
Have a
snots.
crack. Kate, what do you think?
I think that's great.
What is
It's
the
that-
overbearing taste, though? What's the number one ingredient?
It's like pickle. Oh, no, it's the jalapeno.
It's a jalapeno.
And I think the pickles are just for flair. And I think it's a great summer drink. I'd put a slice of lemon in, maybe, and it's a bit of a mocktail. If you're a non-drinker, I think it could be great.
Fitz, there are some obvious things that go together, like fish and chips and
Fitzy and Whipper.
Bacon and
Whipper,
eggs.
bacon and eggs. And there are some things that should never have just... How did she decide or come up with the idea that this is
I have a feeling-
combination that could be done?
Diet Coke may have paid her. I don't know. It's just a guess.
She's hallucinating.
Are you saying that Kate Ritchie is like the jalapeno of the radio world?
It's actually thrown my neck out.
What?
Yeah.
Things that go together.
You're more the pickle of the radio world. You pull it out of your burger and you throw it against the window.
But what's a burger without the pickle, am I right, guys?
She's the one part of the show that you don't want.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.